Hi, welcome to Pakistan's first lifestyle branch. We have Pakistan's first 24/7 available digital locker where you can access it any time of the day or night, 7 days a week. We have the check deposit machines where you can deposit Alfalah checks as well as other checks. For Alfalah checks, you can get instant clearing. Cash deposit machines, you don't need to be a customer of Bank Alfalah in order to deposit cash in any bank account in Pakistan. Unlimited denominations, unlimited amount. ATMs, you can withdraw up to 200,000 rupees in one single transaction and 1 million rupees in a single day. The same cash deposit machine, walking through here, you can open a bank account instantly any time of the day or night, 24/7 through this machine. You can also, by the way, print your bank statements from here any time of the day or night when you're running late. This is our buy now pay later store. So this is you buy today and pay in equal monthly installments. You don't need to be a customer of Bank Alfalah to use this service either. As long as you have a credit card from any issuer bank in Pakistan, you can use this. You can click on any of these products and go through the journey and walk out taking your shopping product from here. So that's a very quick whistle stop tour of this branch.
Pakistan predominantly has a young population. About 64% of our people are below the age of 30 years. A lot of digital content is being thrown at these people. They're digitally savvy. So any bank which is looking to grow, both in terms of customer base as well as transaction, has to keep this in mind. Secondly, where Bank Alfalah comes in, we have a history of innovation. We got into digital banking, you can say, as far back as 2016.
So basically when they contacted me, right, they told me the entire concept, which I found very, very interesting. So I did not want to use the name Xanders. I wanted to create a new brand. So hence Primo came into being. It was basically, I needed to create a brand that fit in with all the offerings that the digital lifestyle bank offers. So BNPL, the fact that there's a co-working space over here. So it wasn't a standalone cafe anymore. It was a cafe within, the bank and everything that it had to offer. So it was, I wanted to offer something which is fast, grab and go, mostly lunch and daytime oriented, because I think we see a lot of traffic in the day. So you see all these, the CEOs of companies coming here, they're staying here. You see people coming, using the co-working space. So the vision was to create a brand that is fast, light food, and basically that goes on with the entire digital aspect. So we're also actually introducing digital menus, digital payment solutions. We have digital feedbacks. So we're trying to all fit in with the entire vision of the Bank Alfalah's brand strategy.
We started more or less 5 years ago, and back then we didn't really know how to begin and how to bring startups and businesses to work on. It was then that we decided that we didn't need another office building. We needed to create a physical social network, and that's how and that's why we built Work Hall.
The other myth that I want to debunk is that of the check deposit machines. So mostly the check deposit machines that are deployed in the country are the safe deposit box, whereas in this one, as long as it's an Alfalah check, we clear it instantly. If it's other banks' check, you can still deposit it electronically. You get an electronic receipt, but then it goes into clearing like it does in a normal clearing. The cash deposit machine, the myth that I want to debunk is you don't need to be a customer of Bank Alfalah to use this. You could be any person, come in here, select any bank account in which you wish to deposit that cash, could be in any bank, and then deposit this. Secondly, it could be in any denominations. The notes do not need to be sorted, and the amount is unlimited also. So these four things are the ones that you generally would not find in any of the cash deposit machines. And this bank has one of the largest networks of just under 400 cash deposit machines in the country. The third myth I want to debunk is that of ATMs, automated teller machines. Most customers relate themselves to an ATM thinking that they can withdraw only up to 20,000 rupees in a single transaction, because those are the menu options that have been given generally. In this machine, you can withdraw up to 200,000 rupees using biometric. And by the way, you also don't need to have a debit card in order to use this machine. You can just use your thumb, register once with us, then use your thumb. As long as you have an account in Alfalah, you can withdraw 200,000 rupees in a single transaction and up to 1 million rupees in a single day. If you happen to have account in any other bank, then that bank's limits apply for you for withdrawal. Then we have a 24/7 digital account opening kiosk from where you can open your account instantly. You can also get your instant debit card and walk away with a fully functional account and a debit card in your hand. You can also use the same machine to print your statements. And again, this feature is very handy for those who have a visa interview and suddenly need a host of printouts of their statements. So people come in late at night and take the statements out. The fifth myth that I want to debunk is that of buy now, pay later, which is often customers think that in order for them to buy a mobile phone or an iPhone 15 Pro Max, for example, or a tablet or a laptop, they need to be a customer of Bank Alfalah or have an instrument issued by Bank Alfalah. Not true. You could be holding a credit card instrument from any issuer bank in Pakistan, and then you can come into our buy now pay later store here at Zamzama, Karachi, and then walk out with any of the electronic gadgets that are being displayed here. The other myth that I want to debunk on BNPL is our price any different than the rest of the market price? No, it's the same. Do we charge any markup? No, it's a zero markup. Is there a processing fee? No, there is no processing fee. So it's really whatever you pay in cash today, you can convert that into an equal monthly installments depending upon the tenor that you want, and you can go from 3 months to a 12 months tenor. So those are some of the myths that we have in our lifestyles when it comes to using banking that we debunk through this digital branch. We embarked on this journey a few years ago, and this all started with us analyzing the data. And when we realized that the real banking customers in whose name the bank account was is actually not the customer anymore. What I mean by that is they're not visiting the branch themselves. It's their proxy customers who are coming in. So they're riders, their drivers who are coming in, and branches were fast becoming, not in all cases, but in most cases were becoming transaction centers where they were just processing checks and cash. So the real value of banking is not in processing. The real value of banking is in sales advice, in giving you wealth advice, in telling you, okay, if you don't have a house or a home, how can you borrow money in order to embark and get your first home? If you don't have a car, to advise you what is the right deal for you in order to get a car. If you don't have a credit card, to advise you what kind of credit card is useful for you, whether you're a traveler or a non-traveler, or whether you are a discount hunter. So those were the original ways of banking, the advisory banking. That we realized had started to go away. So we thought that we were going to change all that. We thought that we were going to have self-service banking, which is this lobby where you're standing right now. So customers should be able to do the transactional type of services or features they should do themselves, so that it relieves the staff and then we upskilled our staff so that they can then do now sales advisory. So for example, here also, this is an advisory desk. The customer can come and sit and talk about what kind of product they want to buy, what kind of credit card they wish to avail. Some customers say, I'm an international traveler, so I want an American Express card. Bank Alfalah is the only bank in Pakistan who can issue an Amex card in Pakistan. So frequent travelers come and get an American Express. People who are after the restaurant deals, they come and want to get a platinum card from us, or depending on what the use case is. If you go downstairs in the basement, you'll find two more advisory desks for wealth management. One is a securities advisory desk where an instant securities account can be opened and you can start trading in stocks straight away digitally. And you can also, there's a portfolio manager sitting there and they can advise on which stocks to go, which to buy, because they have a license to advise. The second advisory desk is that of the funds investments. So they can also advise you depending upon how much risk you wish to take and your appetite, whether you want to go into equity or fixed income, and what funds are suitable for you, or money market funds if you are completely risk averse. Then we also have another thing, which is if you are after your credit card inquiries. So this transaction that you're seeing in your credit card you don't recognize, you want to change your address on your credit card, you want to change your address for your bank account, you want to enroll yourself on an SMS alert service, or you want to get on our banking app. All of that, there's a desk downstairs. It's called Digital Facilitation Desk. All of these features that I'm telling you have never been tried anywhere in Pakistan. So our inspiration, and then you have seen the rest of it, that there is a restaurant run by Xanders called Primo. There's a co-working space upstairs also. So the answer to your original question is that all these concepts, we researched a lot, we studied a lot, and we came across lots of concepts from BBVA of Spain, from the Metro Bank in England, from the rest of the digital banks, the Atoms, the Monzos, the Starlings. We studied all of them, and then we picked up the things that we thought are going to be a runner in an environment such as Pakistan. We didn't import everything. There were lots of other things. They had Pilates and lots of other things going on. So we thought, no, we wanted to give people what we think is going to work. And then also credit goes to the regulator. We worked with the regulator. Look, this was a sea change from how a conventional branch in Pakistan looks like. We had to work with the regulator. We had to satisfy them for their sake, for our own sake, that customers, because banking is a regulated and for rightly so, a controlled business. So while we wanted to relax it through shopping and food, but at the same time it continues to be a regulated and a controlled service, which is why the trust from the customers is on banking. So our effort was how we combine these two things together. And we're glad that hopefully we were relatively successful in that.
And one last question that I just thought of. This is called digital learning. You may have at some point received some criticism that it's digital, why do we have to come here ourselves?
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that? What is your response to that?
Yeah, actually excellent question. Many people ask that. So look, in any transition, when it happens from being served model to self-serve model, there is a hybrid phase of phygital. So it's a combination of physical and digital, right? So it's unreal of us to expect that you have been coming for the last 70 years in a branch where the branch teller does everything for you. They do everything, right? You just present a check, they do the rest of it. You present cash, they do the rest of it, right? And that's been going on for 70 years. So if we say, okay, from now on, don't come to a branch, people would be lost, customers would be lost. And we say, oh, we expect you now to suddenly go on a Play Store, download our app, register yourself on our app and start doing all of these things that you used to do, that somebody else used to do for you, now you do it yourself.